here we are. What's up? What's up, Killer Dolls? Usually I'm like happy, lucky go. You know, I'm still gonna be funny, but this is more so of a touchy video. Situation I'm speaking on, I can look back on it and know that telling the story is gonna help somebody. It's gonna help anybody that's watching or anybody that's went through something that I went through. I feel like although I've been a social media influencer for all this time, I haven't really necessarily been as transparent with my followers. I feel like it's just certain boundaries and certain things that we shouldn't really cross or know about one another. But I don't think this is something that I should be ashamed of. Like, I have yet to really come on my platform and speak on it. Yeah, it's been going down on Facebook for quite some time, but I feel like my followers deserve to hear everything from me. I don't want to go on anyone else's platform and tell my story. I want my followers to hear it from my mouth on my platform. I want the 1.1 million followers and almost 900,000 followers that I have to know what I went through from my mouth. I want them to hear my story from me. So basically, my mother. To anybody who doesn't know who I'm referencing, this is my mother, and she sexually assaulted me. She sexually assaulted me when I was like 9 or 10, one of those ages. I was in the living room when we had a computer. I don't know if it was a girl next to me. I'm not sure if she was living with us at the time or she was just over there. But me and her, we were at the computer and we were playing music. First we were playing games, but then we were playing music. And I played, I think like Fancy by Iggy Azalea. And I was like singing along loudly to it. And my mom yelled out, and who was playing that? And so she called me and the girl to the room. And I told my mom that she was playing it. Even though she heard me singing along to it, I told her she was playing it. So my mom kept pressing and asking the girl who was playing it. And eventually the girl told my mom that it was me who played it. So my mom snapped out and she was like, bitch, why you lied to me? And you know, she started beating me or whatever. And when she was beating me, she was holding my legs together and she was like, you like dick in your ass, bitch? And she shoved her finger in me. Her boyfriend at the time pulled me off and, you know, basically told her to stop. Growing up, my family ridiculed me for being more feminine than the average man. At this point in time, I am pansexual. But growing up, I identified as gay. Like, that's a whole nother level, like a whole nother story. But growing up, I identified as gay. I mean, I'm a feminine man. Not too many girls will want to date me or want to be in a relationship with me. I still dated girls, but they always pointed that out, like, that I had feminine traits. So, my family will ridicule me, you know, make jokes about my sexuality and, oh, that boy gonna be gay and you need to stop with that. Like, just F slurs, baby. My family was just horrible. But my mom worse than most. My mom done wished HIV on me. My mama done told me, oh, you gonna make me hate you like my mama hate me? My mama done pulled her gun on me on multiple occasions. My mama has called the police and lied to the police. One time she called the police on me after pulling her gun on me. And she told the police that I was trying to stab her with a knife. That's why she pulled her gun on me, just lying to the police. She was mad because it was dishes in the sink. She was upset about dishes in the sink. My mom will tell you that she's bipolar and she's crazy and something's wrong with her all the time. If you scroll down her Facebook page, and I'm talking scroll. If you have the time, to scroll back and look at these years worth of lives, these skits, sometimes you won't even have to scroll because you search up a name and the bullshit is right there. You can see exactly who you're dealing with. But, you know, an altercation happened like the end of September 2021, and it caused everything to come out. It caused a lot to come out. She had kicked me out at 15 I was in a text relationship, because it wasn't even a long distance relationship, because we was 15. I was in a text relationship. My mama kicked me out. She kicked me out. She sent me to go live with my aunt. I lived with my aunt for about 2 years, and I had got caught smoking in my auntie house, and my auntie sent me back to live with my mom. When I lived back with my mom, it was very depressing. I didn't come out of my room. Whenever she went live, I was in my room. Like, I was always to myself, door closed, locked off, in the bed, in the dark. I didn't really care. Only came out to take a shower or get my food that I ordered, but that's about it. My mom has a business, and she wanted me to help out with her business. So we're packaging orders. I'm not on a payroll. Keep that in mind. I'm not on a payroll, so I don't have no check on the way, no set pay. Like, it was never set up for me to get paid. But at the same time, her boyfriend at the time, she was buying him clothes, jewelry, giving him money, but I couldn't even get paid to help her out with her business. I'm not paying attention to any of this at the time because, you know, this is my mama. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm just gonna help out. So while we're working, I'm also a social media influencer. I have to check my analytics, keep up with my views, post my content every hour, check my emails for brand deals, promos, and things of the such. Because just like she makes her money from her phone, I make money from mine as well. And I'm not getting paid to help her package orders at all. I guess she was irritated with my phone. I had only grabbed my phone maybe 2 or 3 times while packaging orders. And if I did, it's because I had just packed a bunch of orders and I'm waiting for somebody else to do their part. So she had ordered food, and when she ordered food, the food took a minute to come. But once it got there, she told me to go get the forks. So I'm scrolling. While I'm walking to cut the light on, I walked to the wrong wall. So I walked to the correct wall, cut the light on. She comes in behind me. Can you put the phone down? And I tell her, like, my phone don't really got nothing to do with it. I'm just getting the forks. Like, we wasn't packaging no orders. We wasn't doing none of that. All she asked me to do was go get the forks. And I was doing what she asked me to do. So, she ends up snapping out and, like, attacking me. Like, swinging on me, and I tell her, don't hit me. And I blocked her hit. She was trying to kick me and swing on me and stuff like that. She posted that clip. That clip is on my Facebook. I may insert it. I'm going to insert it in this YouTube video. She posted that clip. It was also other clips from that night of her, like, attacking me. She ran up on me. She threw a chair at me. She was full-fledged fighting me. They was literally having to break her up. My uncle and my aunties, they was literally having to pull her off of me.
I don't give a damn. I'll slide you.
Don't hit me.
You get sick with me. What's good, bitch? What's good, bitch? Let's go to this. Let's go to this. Come on. You want to fight? What's good? What's good? Get that bitch out of here, PJ. Get that bitch up out of here. Come on. Slide. I don't give a fuck. You all right if I want to slide you. Get him up out of here. You need a bitch. You turn on me with your grandma. I said you gon' die, age. You ain't there fucking on them men. I said you gon' die, age, bitch. That's what I said. All them niggas you were true.
Like a white boy Tyler. I remember that. You told me I hope you die. Hey.
Hey, y'all stop.
She was full-fledged fighting me, like, dead ass attacking me. So To cover her ass, she deleted a live and she made another live and basically just lied and told the people, oh, he hit me. He hit me. And that's why I was acting like that. So, and then she was like, yeah, and the police say he hit me. So now she has all these people on the internet and attacking me. Like she has 1.2, I think 1.2 million followers at the time. She has all of these people attacking me. I mean, these people calling me a liar, just all types of shit. And she thinks it's fun and giggles. She thinks I'm supposed to just lay down and take it. Fuck no. I got a platform too, and I got a voice too, and I'm gonna use that bitch. So I did just that. I got on there and I used my voice. I didn't do it the correct way. I did it in the midst of all the chaos and all the drama. Now it ain't no chaos and no drama. So bitches ain't got no choice but to listen to me. Bitches can call me problematic, call me what they want. This shit gonna come up 30 years from now, 20 years from now, 15 years from now, because I'm never gonna shut up about what the fuck I experienced in this lifetime. No bitch gonna ever make me feel ashamed about what I went through, because I don't look like what I've been through, do I? I don't look like what I've been through at all. And you know, when you could endure some shit and still stand 10 toes, you really one of the strongest motherfuckers walking this earth. I mean, people go through shit every day, but everybody ain't built the same. And everybody don't experience the same shit. So, you know, it did get to me. I was up for 72 hours straight arguing with people in the comments. I had never experienced hate comments like that, especially with me coming up on TikTok. Motherfuckers usually laughing at what I got to say and just scrolling past. I never really got into it with people in the comments or had a video. People were just dragging me for no reason. So it was fucking with me at first. It was fucking with me for a while because more and more lies kept coming out. She tried to lie and say that I had sexual relations with an underage boy. She got on the internet and tried to say that I touched little boys growing up and that she thought I was gonna do it to my brothers. All types of shit. All types of shit. Just lying. And to this day, I'm still confused on why the fuck she was lying so hard, knowing what I know. Knowing everything that I know. Knowing what you told these people in the past. And you done told them so much so you can't cover your tracks. So every time you lie, you dig yourself in a deeper hole. So boom, amidst of all the months of drama, it was months and months and months of drama because bitches started dragging her for her behavior. Like, look at your trash ass mother. Look at your behavior. It was blogs posting about her. She was literally just losing her mind, scrambling, trying to post, go live, and defend her name and do this. And in the midst of her dragging me, in the midst of defending her name, she dragging mine. So of course I'm gonna have something to say. You're not gonna continue to villainize and demonize me on your platform at all. Like, and this is my first time really like explaining in full to my followers. And I really feel like I should have spoke up sooner, but I didn't want to speak up while it was all going on because I was already going through a lot. I had already had to hear a lot of bullshit from the motherfuckers who wasn't supporting me, plus the little bit of bitches that was supporting me. I just wanted to keep my platform strictly positive, strictly content. Yeah, I did not want to bring them vibes to my page. But I don't feel like it's fair. I don't feel like it's fair to me to let people tell my story. Hell no. I'm not doing that. Ain't nobody finna make money off of me and my name. Fuck no. So, I didn't tell the internet initially that my mom had sexually assaulted me. It was one of those bloggers. It was a so-called blogger. They claimed they wanted to reach out and help me get an apartment after my graduation. Because at this point in time, I only had like 6 months left until graduation. I get on the phone with somebody that's connected to the main person that's trying to talk to me. And they start telling me all types of stuff like how my mom basically cyberbullied a childhood friend of hers until her last day on this earth. And I believed it. I was blinded by anger, and I just broke down and I started crying, and I just started telling everything. I started telling everything. I told everything. I didn't know they were recording our phone call. I felt like at the time it was a dumb mistake, but it was like, fuck that. This ain't no dumb mistake, because I was going to come out and say this shit regardless. I don't regret telling nobody, because this is my story. The world was going to hear it eventually. I wasn't gonna. My mama tried to say why I ain't come to her first. So you could gaslight me and tell me it ain't happened to me. Bitch, I ain't crazy. I'm not crazy at all. I'm not. So it ended up getting out. I had to end up telling lies. And of course, I ended up getting called a liar. And the only reason I got called a liar is because her following is much bigger than mine on Facebook. I know TikTok do not play that shit. I'm really trying to spare my mom. At this point in time, my mom, she calls me and she's like, oh, what did you tell so-and-so? Because they saying they gonna go to the police on me. What did you tell them? I ended up telling my mama, oh, I lied to her. I don't remember what I said. I can't remember what I said, but I lied to her. That's what I told my mom. I remember what I said, and I remember what I told that lady. She ends up calling me the next day, and she's like, why you told so-and-so that I sexually assaulted you? I was like, you did. I remember. I kept telling her, I remember that. And she was like, you lying on me. That's a lie, and you need to go get a lie detector test. And I told her I will. I said, I pay for it and everything. I will go get a lie detector test. I'm not lying. I know you did it. I remember you doing that to me. I remember you doing that to me. Nobody else. So boom. It wasn't like sexual intent. It was some type of sick form of punishment. It's no excuse for it. I'm not gonna try to, oh yeah, she should have did this and she should have did that. No, I'm not gonna try to make an excuse for her. It's sick. She's an absolutely sick individual. I went and took my lie detector test. It came back that I was telling the truth. And so here's the catcher. My mama took her lie detector test and failed. She failed, and she had an excuse as to why she failed. Heavyweight.
In my mind, as I'm doing the test, y'all, I'm thinking about the fact that I have touched them in the rectum. So I had said no. He asked me, have you ever touched your oldest son in the rectum or whatever on the test? And I was like, still thinking about, I touched him in the rectum to get dookie. So I'm like, no. But my mind thinking about me touching him in the rectum before. He asked me, have I ever lied in my life before? I said no. The test said I was telling the truth, that I never lied. The test said that I have touched my kids in the rectum. It said, yes, you have. I failed those parts.
She telling me, oh, I don't remember doing that to you. I don't remember doing that to you. She couldn't even recall a situation in the beginning. As time goes on, she's picking up pieces. Oh, I remember this, but I didn't do it like this. I did it like that. I didn't do this, that, da. I did it just like this, and he blocked it. Just trying to mix up the story. She's trying to tell a mixed truth. And I'm not going for it. I'm not going for none of that. Man. And it's like, I feel like this is the best part of moving on. I could tell my story and actually be heard. I didn't feel like I was heard last time I said anything because everybody was yelling over me. Why you doing this? Why you saying that? You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't feel this way. You shouldn't talk. That's your mother. You only get one. She only get one of me. Bitch, I could die today or tomorrow. And she can't duplicate me or make another me. It was my mother's job to protect me. I've accepted what the fuck. I've accepted that we will never have a relationship. And even if she want one eventually, I'm perfectly fine on my own. I don't think I will want to rekindle anything. I think I've rekindled time and time again. And that's just not my job. As a child, I'm sorry. I don't give a damn. I'd rather just not give a fuck at all. I'm not finna love nobody from a distance. I don't do that conditional love. My love come with no conditions at all. The people that's in my life, they support me and love me to the max. They don't, oh, I'm only gonna love you when you here, and I'm gonna love you like this, and oh, but if you do this, I'm not. No, hell no. The family that I went out and built on my own, the motherfuckers that I can call if I was about to get evicted and needed a motherfucking place to stay, ain't no conditions on they love, baby. And these motherfuckers not even blood related to me. The motherfuckers that's blood related to me done did me worse than the people that's claiming they family and they love me. And it's crazy because growing up, the only person that really spoke out against how my mama would like verbally, physically abuse me was my great grandma. My great grandma would always tell her, don't do that shit. Like, don't hit him like that. Don't put your hands on him. Don't beat on him. Everybody else is scared of my mama. My Uncle PJ said he can't really speak up for me because he wasn't there to see my Auntie Teresa, Uncle Larry, cousins. They'll tell you, oh, that's just how your mama is. That's just how your mama is. That's what everybody accepted it as. Oh, that's how my mama is. But I want her to be deplatformed and to get some type of mental help. Those followers, they're enablers. They enable her behavior and make her think that she's not wrong. So everybody that goes against her is a demon. They're evil and they want what she has and they're jealous of her. I already told her to her face, I don't give a fuck about no money. I told her to her face, take me off a will. I told her to her face, don't give me no money. Take me off of life insurance, take me off of everything. I don't want nothing from you. Had a brand new car, let her have it. I struggle on my own because I know whatever I don't receive is going to come back later tenfold. So this ain't about no money. This ain't about no clout, no follow. I already had a following before all of this shit went down. And I even had a following even after everything went down. So my name solidified. Motherfuckers know who Killa Kenz is. I made a name for myself, so I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere at all. But it's just a part of my journey. And I feel like even more of a weight lifted off of me. Seeing her talking to y'all. Real shit. I did try to get the police involved, if people want to know that. I tried to get the police involved, but it was in a county that's like 40 minutes away. They wasn't responding to emails, picking up phone calls. I still got a case number to this day. But I don't know if they dropped the case or what. But they because it was so long ago, they don't seem as urgent to help me. They wasn't really like that eager to jump on it. Like, oh my God, you were hurt. We need to do this. At least that's how I saw it. We've been taken by DCF from my mom a couple of times. And one time I did end up telling DCF how she was beating us and how she had us running out of stores, stealing all types of stuff. You know, I tried to get away. I got text messages to prove it. That's the text messages she posted. She posted the text messages herself. And I basically told my cousin, like, I don't want to live a life of stealing. Like, I don't want to keep being beaten and having to clean up and take care of these kids that aren't mine. You know, when you're the oldest, you have to kind of you basically like a second parent. You gotta pick up your parents' slack. Oh, watch them, I'm finna go out. Make this, do this. You need to teach them how to do this. You need to do this. And that's too much stress on a child. I was supposed to be focused on being a child. And it kind of severed my relationship with my younger siblings. I'm hoping to rebuild something once they're old enough to make their own decisions. But as of right now, I'm not in contact with any of my family. I do plan on changing my legal name, changing my phone number, and just getting the fuck away. After I do that, there's gonna be nothing left to do but move to a new city. And for a person to want zero contact with no family at all, that just say a lot. My father, yeah, everybody may ask, where's your father through all of this? My dad is in prison. He's supposed to get out sometime this year, hopefully. We started to rebuild our relationship towards the end of last year after everything went down. He did blame himself at a certain point in time for everything that I endured. He still doesn't know a lot of the shit that I've endured. But I'm pretty sure once he's able to really sit down and see for himself, it's going to break him. Like mentally, I don't think he's going to be able to handle it. He just spent my whole life behind bars. He has no idea what he's coming out to see. I was out growing up, I always jumping house to house. It was crazy. But I never let what I went through determine the type of person that I was going to be. That's how I was able to be this, like, torch in the dark to those who needed it. Because that's what I needed. I needed somebody to be the torch in my darkness. But, you know what they say about the funny friends. Them be the ones who be going through it the most. All I know is I don't want to throw my mama in jail. People like, oh, she need to be in jail. I know she don't feel no remorse because she has yet to apologize or admit it. And maybe that's humane of me to still have some type of mercy. But I don't want to see her thrown in jail. I want to get her actual help. She need to be like in an insane asylum or something, like a nut house. She need real help. Actual help. Not help that she could pretend through and then get out in 3 weeks. Actual help. She said she doesn't believe in change. She doesn't believe in therapy. She doesn't believe in any of those things. So maybe jail will wake her up. Maybe sending her to jail will help her see that the ways in your behavior are incorrect. But you can't tell nobody that's stuck in their ways anything. Just how I told you, I don't give a fuck. And I can't be moved about who want to hear my story and who don't. Because I don't give a fuck. You can't tell me that I can't be moved. My mind not changing. I will say, do I think she will do it to my other siblings, my younger siblings? I don't think she will, but I know she's capable of doing it. I don't know of my siblings' whereabouts now, but I hope they haven't experienced anything that I went through. It's really crazy because you never know what a person has been through. Like looking at me, you would have never thought. Looking at my TikTok page and my Instagram, you would have never thought that I've been through this. And it's so much more. It's so much more, but I just wanted to speak on this one situation. I have my lie detector test results. They weren't fabricated. They were legit. My polygraph examiner, he works for the sheriff. He's certified. My mom, I don't know who she went to, but it must have been, they asked her has she'd ever told a lie, and it came back truthful, that she's never told a lie, but somehow came back false on the questions of sexual assault.
But my mind thinking about me touching him in the rectum before. He asked me, have I ever lied in my life before? I said no. The test said I was telling the truth, that I never lied. The test said that I have touched my kids in the rectum. It said, yes, you have. I failed those parts. The test said that I have touched my kids in the rectum. It said, yes, you have. I failed those parts. I failed those parts.
Meanwhile, my test says no deception indicated, truthful. I asked direct questions and gave direct answers because I don't have no reason to lie. I don't know y'all. I don't know y'all from nowhere. So I don't got no reason to lie to y'all at all. I know it's probably people who gonna be like, oh, I'm so upset. Baby, it's not the end of the world. This business is already out there. There's nothing wrong with telling it again. This ain't reopening no wounds. I'm not hurt. I'm not crying. I'm not dying. I'm fine. Only people who are upset about me speaking my mind should be doing some type of self-reflecting, because me speaking out against sexual assault should not bother you. My mother did this to me. She need to face some type of consequences. Something. Currently, I'm 18. I live alone. I got my own apartment, and I'm doing pretty good for somebody that just graduated under a year ago. I moved out 2 months after I graduated because I had to. I didn't have no choice. I couldn't fall back on nobody, but I was able to reap the benefits of the seeds I had sown when it came to my social media presence. Making money from posting promos and, you know, my viewership and stuff like that. I don't know. I feel proud. I feel accomplished that I could sit here and tell this story without shaking and crying like I was last time, without breaking down and being scared. I'm proud of me. I just want to say to anybody that's out there, if you feel like, oh, I'm scared, don't be scared to speak out. Get the help that you need. You shouldn't have to live in fear because of what somebody else did to you. To anybody new that's watching, just know that I love you. You can hate me, and I love you. You don't have to subscribe. I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't have to subscribe. It would be nice if you did, but I'm not even gonna pull a like, comment, subscribe moment, because this is not for no clout shit. I'm not with all that. But it would be nice if you stuck around to see my journey through life. It would be nice if you stuck around so I could show you that you don't have to let what you've been through determine who you is. If y'all got any questions or anything else to say, I'll try my best to answer them in the comments. I just want to say, don't feel sorry for me. This is not no pity party. Feel inspired, if anything. Don't feel sorry. Sorry not gonna undo what's been done to me. So I feel like it may be kind of pointless. I'm not angry with anybody at this point in time. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm content with the decisions I made to ensure my peace. And if anybody try to disturb that foundation or knock it over, I won't hesitate to protect it by any means necessary. I'm proud of everything that I've accomplished, despite every obstacle that's been thrown my way. And I just want to thank y'all for supporting me every step of the way. So until next time, Killa Kenz.